It is Friday, January 27th, 2023. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday puzzle today, so a themeless puzzle, what should be a relatively challenging, but not brutally so, themeless crossword, and hopefully I'm up to the task. I feel like I'm starting off somewhat on the wrong foot today. You may have noticed if you follow my YouTube shorts in which I solve the Wordle and the Plusword puzzles each day, ideally in under a minute. That's my goal. They didn't go up yesterday, and it's because I spent so long setting up my new recording setup that I used to record yesterday's crossword that by the time I was done, it was so far past the time at which I usually am done with all of the day's videos that I completely forgot to record yesterday's Wordle and yesterday's Plusword. So then late at night, when I remembered this, I thought, I can probably still solve the Wordle because it's not yet midnight in New York because I'm in London. And so it's so far ahead that I figured, well, of course it'll still be the valid time. But as it turns out, I solved the puzzle, lost my streak, and realized Wordle, unlike the crossword, doesn't tick over based on New York's time. It ticks over based on your own local time. So as it turns out, I just was not able to solve yesterday's Wordle or Plusword, which I'd already missed anyway. And it was a bit of a disaster of a solve, so you'll see for other reasons. So you'll see that in the video as well, if it even goes up, because I realized when I just sat down now, the catastrophe compounded because I realized I had left the recording going overnight. So now I have, an 8-hour video or however long it is, and I don't know if it's even going to be. I haven't tried to do anything with it, but we'll have to see if it can be salvaged. I have no idea. I sort of hope it can because it's a real catastrophe of a solve. It's probably worth preserving some amusement from this whole episode. Anyway, all of that said, hopefully none of that presages any kind of horrible, disaster about to befall me solving this crossword, but there's only one way to find out. So this potentially catastrophic edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Overfull Hitbox, Joseph Schwalbach, Joe Percy, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Showmaster. So thank you so much to those 5 benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign for their generous support in sustaining this channel. And I have to say, when I have nights like I had last night, it is the support of my generous patrons that make me think, I guess it probably is worth continuing to do this. because no need to go any further to that. But in any case, I do very much appreciate it, and it does make it worthwhile. So thank you for that. And thank you to all of my patrons. If you'd like to join those benefactors and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can do that at patreon.com/dailysolve, or a link in the description field. Or if you'd like to become a patron at any level and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the site to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week, you can find that at that very same link. And again, I very much really do truly appreciate the support from all of you. Thank you. All right. You can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. There's a link in the description field to that as well. And please do subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not yet done so. I appreciate that as well. It's a free thing you can do, and it still helps out quite a bit. So thank you to all of my subscribers. All right, let's move on after that litany of apologies and woe, and see if we can solve a crossword in due course. This was constructed by Joe Deeney, who's constructed around a dozen puzzles for the New York Times, and it was edited, of course, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving, shall we? Out. Looks like scram, probably, but let's check the crosses. The Hawks of the NCAA, familiarly, I'm not sure about that. It'll be a school, a university. Alternative to smooth at the grocery. It could be peanut butter, something of which I have never been a fan. Even as a child growing up in the United States, I did not like peanut butter for whatever reason. Don't know why. Don't mind peanuts. Back from vacation, say. It's not return, obviously. That would be come back from vacation. I'm back from vacation. I don't know. What about these short three-letter answers? Make without, eke out, as in make a living, eke out a living. And the without means we have to apply it to the answer, but not the clue. Barrett, who co-founded Pink Floyd, this is Syd Barrett, the original frontman of Pink Floyd, who sort of fell out of the band, was sort of removed from the band, but was already pretty checked out due to severe mental health issues. Very, very sad story. Back from vacation, so what is that? I'm sure it'll be blindingly obvious when I see it, but I don't yet. Sweet Italian bubbly. Is that Asti? I always forget if this is Asti or Asta. They both occasionally show up in the crossword. I think it's Asti. Bubbly meaning sparkling wine. Okay, does drudgery, old style. Old style. Is it moils? Moils is strangely a synonym of toils, and I find that slightly absurd, but it is true. So I wonder if that's what that means. Well, I mean, I know it's what it means, but I wonder if that's what this clue is referring to. It probably is. Let's check this. Frustrated and betting emotionally in poker lingo. On tilt? Is that something? That sort of sounds like an expression used for people who are, I don't know, being aggressive or... Yeah. It also just seems likely based on the crosses, to be honest. I probably wouldn't have pulled that out of my head without the crosses, but with them, it sounds fitting somehow. Back from vacation, so what does this mean? Rooted, maybe? Back to your roots? This looks like it could be quoting, maybe. Oh, see, 15 across, so we have a compound clue. 2010 biodrama, co-starring 18 across. Oh, maybe not. That's interesting. This will be a name. Oh, it's not going to start with Q because that doesn't look likely at all. The Hawks. Maybe this isn't the name of a school. Doesn't look like one, does it? This looks like it could start with the. That's often obviously the beginning of a title of things. Back from vacation, say. Rented? Why would that be? Rested. Ah, you are rested now, having gone on vacation. So that's the say, I see, right? Again, say, as I think I explained yesterday or the day before, it means sort of an example of this thing. So it does, to be back from vacation doesn't literally mean to be rested, but you could say, well, that's one of the effects of having gone on vacation is being rested, potentially. Not all vacations are restful, but it could be. So back from vacation, say. Oh, Justin, maybe? Justin somebody? Oh, St. Joe's. Right, okay, it is a school. So St. Joseph's, I suppose. I'm not actually sure what school that's referring to, but that looks plausible. So this is presumably Justin. Tallest freestanding structure in the Western Hemisphere. Is it CN Tower? It's in Canada? Am I remembering this correctly? Oh, The Social Network. Oh, and Justin Timberlake was in that. Was he the Naps? Did he play the Napster founder? I think maybe Sean Parker. I think that's the case. I haven't seen that film since it came out, but I believe that's true. All right, to go for a lap. I mean, it could be I don't know, a dog or some other pet lapping something up. Is it something to do with that? I'm not sure. Oh, no, it's just to sit on one's lap, to go for a lap. Question mark indicating a sort of punny usage here. Okay, there we go. Form couples. I'm not sure. Pair. Oh, right. Not. I was thinking to form couples, to pair. No. I was going to think to pair up. To form couples would be to pair up, but that doesn't. The pair bit might be right. What word am I not seeing? It wouldn't be pairs up because that would be forms couples. Area of a room, e.g. a spot? Don't know. Maybe this is... Active volcano near Peru's dormant Pichu Pichu. Not sure about that either offhand. Squawk on the street error. My guess, based on the fill, is CNBC, which is the cable sort of business channel, I think, cousin of NBC, the broadcast network in the United States. So the street in this case must refer to Wall Street. It must be a financial affairs show of some sort. Area of a room, e.g. So is a spec? Why would that be the case? That works well with L, which you'd think would, it's a definite article in Spanish. So that would work here. And then form couples does look like pair something. So that is spec, I suppose. Area. Oh, I see. The area of a room, sorry, as in the area, in other words, the square meterage, for instance, the area in the sense of defining the size of the two-dimensional footprint. I completely misread that, as I was intended to, presumably. Skags of bluegrass fame. Oh, I'll know this when I see it, but I can't think offhand. That's annoying. Startled cry, eek. And just doing my job, I try. So what's going on over here? Characters in the Iliad. So the question mark makes me wonder if by characters we're referring to alphabetical characters, letters. So there are two I's. One that gives a hoot is an owl. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it isn't that. Maybe it's characters in the Iliad. Why is there a pun? What is that? What is the pun doing? Burns' poem that owns "We sleekit cowrin timorous beastie." That's ode to a mouse, or maybe it's not ode. Maybe it's not ode. It's just to a mouse. Sorry, of course. That was a terrible misremembering. Burns' Day is coming up. Oh, is it today? Or Burns' Night, I should say. I'm saying everything incorrectly here. Is tonight Burns' Night, the 27th of... I can't remember, but I think it might be Burns' Night or very close to it. Celebration of the great Scottish poet Robbie Burns, which I have celebrated in the past with by preparing haggis. I completely forgot about it this year. Anyway, characters. Oh, iotas, Greek characters, not Roman characters. Here we go. So the I's, and then home of the only active diamond mine in the United States. That's interesting. I guess it must be Arkansas. Did not know that, I don't think. Morally repulsive in slang. Skeevy, maybe? That means sort of disreputable or creepy. Trailblazing astronaut Mae Jemison, yep. And 1970s or 80s TV character for, oh, maybe it's Skeezy, because this looks like the Fonz from Happy Days. Anyway, the 1970s to 80s TV character to whom the phrase jumped the shark originally referred. I don't actually think I've seen this episode in question, but this derives from an episode of the sitcom Happy Days in which this character, the Fonz, jumps on water skis maybe or something over a shark, and that led the phrase jump the shark, meaning I think originally it was referred to television programs that gone on too long and stretched their kind of longevity past the point of plausibility and actual quality. But I think it's applied to all sorts of things now. Choreographer Bob Fosse, the choreographer and film director. If something's no good at all, it's lousy. A cut next to the ribs would be loin, as in a pork loin. And Greek peak Ossa, Mount Ossa. Inspiration for Van Gogh or Van Gogh, each of which I know is wrong in terms of the actual Dutch. But in any case, irises. He painted irises, flowers. Okay, lighting of the Olympic flame and others. So rituals. So the and others just pluralizes this. The lighting of the Olympic flame is a ritual. And there might be other rituals. Big source for entertainment news. Not sure offhand. Ran over. Not sure about that either. Have we looked down here? I can't remember. No, I don't think we have. Some daring ascents. Are they soars? Would you refer to multiple daring ascents as soars? I don't think I would. Is there something else that could be? Floats. And deems proper. Probably two words, the first of which ends in S, but it could be a single word. Blank knocked Christmas carol. Oh, I don't know actually off the top of my head here. What about this? Oh, right. This is the volcano. I'm still not sure about that. Okay, let's just keep going. Cousin of skull. Cheers. There we go. A toast. And river spanned by the Pont Alexandre Trois. Is it French? I'm not sure, actually. It looks like it is. Is it the Seine? Is this a Parisian bridge? Pont would be bridge. Deems proper. Upset. Glowing sign. Oh, neons. Glowing signs. Neon signs. Genesee Brewery offering. I don't know. I don't think I recognize. Do I recognize Genesee Brewery? I don't think so. A ruffian, a hoodlum. No, maybe not. That was surprising. Upset. To roil? To sort of disturb things, to upset them, to roil them. Slippery swimmers could be eels. That's plausible. Still don't recognize that. And a ruffian. Boy, that's so surprising. So what is this? Cardboard recycling unit. A bale? Oh, a hooligan. There we go. Okay, so a bale of cardboard has been baled into a compact sort of cube or rectangular prism, I guess. Genesee Brewery offering. So what is this? Not sure. And here, this looks like NBA maybe? Classic arcade game in which players can be, quote, on fire. NBA Jam is a kind of arcade basketball game, and it must have players being able to, presumably they're on a hot streak and then they're literally on fire. Existential question, am I? Am I anything? Oh, cream ale maybe? Genesee Brewery offering. I still don't recognize Genesee Brewery, but that's plausible. 1995 alternative rock album by 59 Across. That is one of the best selling albums of all time. Oh, if this is an A, it looks like Jagged Little Pill, which is an album by Alanis Morissette. No, two S's? There we go. That looks plausible. The answer is clearly correct. I think the spelling is right. But we'll double check it along the way, of course. So this is cream ale, after all. Where orders come from, they come from menus in a restaurant. So Serengeti Grazer is in U, and gifts at Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. So Daniel K. Inouye International Airport is in Hawaii, named for a senator from Hawaii, long-serving senator and World War II veteran, Daniel Inouye. Moriarty, who wrote Nine Perfect Strangers. Is Leanne Moriarty an author? I think so. What about this? Fingers IDs someone, identifies somebody, fingers them in sort of, crime lingo, I guess. Alma mater is the school one attended, possibly St. Joe's. That's what you think, exclamation points. We have another one of these. We had this just recently. Generally speaking, the exclamation point means rather than defining the clue or serving as a synonym for the clue, it's as though someone were exclaiming something about the clue, so sort of referring to it. Oops. That's what you think. So what is it that you think? An opinion, right? That's what you think you could say about an opinion. It was worth a shot. Nice try, maybe? That's surprising because we have I try up here. I'm sort of surprised to see that word repeated in answers in the same puzzle, but without being thematic, I mean. But let's see if it actually fits. So this is Leanne Moriarty, which does look correct to me. I do recognize that author's name. And actress Taylor-Joy of The Queen's Gambit is Anya Taylor-Joy, who's really had a sort of meteoric rise as an actor in recent years. Aunt in Arequipa would be Tia, so an aunt counterpart of Tio for uncle. And get slick in a way. If a road gets slick, it ices up, and in a way, meaning this is sort of, one way that could occur. Ran over. Spilt? Why would that? I don't think that's right. Let's just keep going down here. Ink, so to speak. Press. Match points. Sports sticker. An épée, a fencing sword. You'd sort of, stick somebody with it. Piece. Sia, maybe, as a something you say when you're departing. Set on fire could be to ignite something. Industry with lots to offer. Realty, so sort of property sales. Oh, with lot, yes, because you offer lots of land. Okay, there it is that. Not over the internet to a texter could be IRL, in real life. And I never knew, gee. Blank Newman, author of Heather Has Two Mommies. Leela maybe? And then, Leslie. Match points are arenas, points at which, the locations at which matches occur. So arenas, there we go. Okay, so this is not the most common spelling of Leslie, but it looks plausible because Sia does seem correct to me. So let's keep looking around. This little area is a mystery to me for some reason. Big source for entertainment news. Oh, I just don't know. Mrs. This could be something like Whiffsit or something like that. I don't. Oh, maybe this is a website counterpart, because we've encountered e-news for, I think, entertainment news in the puzzle before, and that's I think a televised, sort of celebrity coverage program. I bet this is their online counterpart. E-online. Does that help at all? I can't believe this. I don't recognize this. This is ridiculous. Christmas Carol. And ran over. Spilt? I mean, it just... Why would it be that? There's something very obvious I'm missing over here, clearly. Mrs. Floats. Wafts. A sort of scent floats on the breeze, it wafts on the breeze. Form couples. Oh, pair off. Pair off, not pair up. Oh, that was infuriating. Truly ridiculous. Ricky Skaggs of Bluegrass fame. No, that wasn't as immediately familiar as I thought it was going to be. Active volcano through Peru's dormant Pichu Picchu. El Misto, I mean. Some daring ascents. Oh, solos, maybe, as in climbs up a rock face. A solo climb could be a daring ascent. That's very plausible. Misses. Oh, lasses, women. Miss. I was wondering if it was, because it obviously could have been misses as in doesn't hit, or it could have been misses as in, Miss Jones or whatever, a woman. But I just couldn't think of a synonym there. There we go. Oh, right. Sees proper. Sorry, deems proper as sees fit. She deems it proper. She sees fit to do so. Okay, so. Um, oh, is this silent? This is silent night in German, I guess. Is it? Is that what it is? So why is ran over spilt? Is it you're sort of filling up a glass and it runs over and the liquid spills? Oh, is it you took a spill? No, that sort of fell over. That's not really ran over. I don't know why I'm not seeing this. I'm very sorry. Someone's going to have to let me know because it's going over my head. Maybe I'm just tired and my mind is addled, but I think this is probably the solution to the puzzle. It is. All right, there we go. So a pretty smooth solving puzzle for me, except for this middle section of the grid, which absolutely took me apart. I mean, this really gave me some exercise here. I just could not make progress. Couldn't see some fairly obvious things like pair off rather than pair up. I don't know why. Sees fit should have been more obvious than it was. Didn't really get what was going on with still knocked. I was trying to think of. I wasn't really thinking in the context of a Christmas Carol that would have its own English language name, although I should have. And then just unable to even understand the meaning of an answer once I'd solved it. So yeah, just a tough area for me. The rest of it went pretty well. And this was a really fun mirrored convention here. So we had The Social Network, co-starring Justin Timberlake, and Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. So two sort of works of popular culture and people who created or were involved in their creation in symmetrical positions of the grid, both completely spanning the grid. I mean, that's just an impressive little find for a non-themed puzzle. Giordini had no reason to bother with that, but he did, and it made the puzzle a little bit more elegant, I think. And also that it helped solve these parts of the grid much more quickly because so much went in immediately upon realizing the answers there. So there we go. A puzzle. This is sort of solve of two halves, I suppose. Nice and smooth for much of it, and surprisingly sticky for the end. But there we go. That was the Friday puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm going to solve the. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to go solve the Wordle because I already solved it late last night. I'm going to go see if I can rescue the Wordle. We'll see if that's possible, and then I will try solving the plus word. And then I guess I will solve a number of mini puzzles for the Patreon. So if you're a patron, look forward to today's mini puzzle speed solve. All right, that's that from me for now. I will be back tomorrow. I hope you join me for this Saturday puzzle. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.